Welcome to the Drum Set Therapy Podcast. My name is Stefano Ashbridge, and this is a show about the challenges that come with playing the drums and what you can do about them so you enjoy your drumming journey. Visit drumlessonsinla.com for online and in-person drum coaching. I recently did an interview for SOR West LA, and I wanted to share it with you here. In this interview, I talk about my teaching philosophy, motivating my students, and a little bit about my drumming journey. Here it is.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.
I wanted to ask Stefano a few questions today. This is our little segment, talking with the teachers.
Okay.
All right. So let's start at the beginning. What first pulled you towards the drums? Was it a specific drummer, a moment, or something you always gravitated toward?
You know, I can't remember. Ever since I can remember, I've always wanted to be a drummer. I don't have a moment when I remember wanting to be a drummer. It's just always.
It's always, you were born this way and lived in ya. No, I love that answer. That was like a vocation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a calling. I love that. Okay. Do you remember the first beat you ever learned that made you think, okay, this is it?
Yes, it was probably just a straight ahead eighth note beat. It's one that I can play 95% of songs to.
Okay.
As soon as I learned that, I was off to the races playing every song.
Okay.
I can think of, yeah.
So wait, so there's really like one that's like that universal? Is that like kind of like in guitar? Like,
Well, there's a basic steady
Okay.
pulse. So,
Right.
not every song is like that, but you can play a steady pulse to
you
it.
can adapt to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That I don't know anything about drums, so Stefano is my guru. Okay, so moving to Los Angeles is a big shift. And what surprises you about the LA music world?
I mean, I moved here a while back. It's 23 years ago now. And, my philosophy was always to work hard. And so I've studied everything I could about everything, about music, about the business, about drumming. And so I tried to educate myself as much as I could about the LA music scene,
Yeah.
even before I got here. So it wasn't like I didn't know anything about it. I knew kind of how it worked. So I don't know if anything is surprising, but, I just flash back to, the good old days when we were just
Yeah.
having a blast playing all the clubs around and rehearsing everywhere. But I don't know if anything is surprising.
Well, it surprises me when I moved here. It wasn't the way it was depicted in movies. The way
Yeah?
what you're describing, I'm nostalgic for a time I never experienced because I
Mm.
feel like I missed the scene that you describe. Like, I think we still have like almost like homages to those venues. Like, obviously they exist on the Sunset Strip still, but they're not like, doesn't have the same, I don't think the scene is the same as it was.
Okay.
I don't know, but you could probably speak more to that than me. I
Yeah.
just think it's like,
Well, honestly, I mean, it was the same when I moved here. People would say the same thing.
Oh,
It
they
wasn't
would.
like it was where you'd hear in the 80s, it was huge and there was all these
Yeah.
bands and there was a huge scene. So that when I got here, it was the same thing that people were saying it's not the same as it was.
dang, so deep to this, maybe that's the trick. People just keep saying.
Yeah, it's always the good old days.
Oh man, okay, interesting. So I guess that's kind of contingent on what we were saying. I was like, how does LA challenge you, and in what ways does it inspire you?
Well, when you said that, I thought of when I moved here and I started playing, get around town, and I've encountered my fair shares of people who think that they're rock stars and
Yeah.
dealing with that. But the real rock stars have been really nice people. The ones that I've had the fortune to play with and play in that scene, I guess that would be my answer to your previous question. When I moved here, I started playing with a lot of like celebrities' kids
Mm-hmm.
who had bands, and just meeting the celebrities. And I don't know, maybe it's because I was playing with their children in a band, but they struck me as really nice people,
Yeah.
down to earth people. And So
No.
I guess that's the answer that surprised me. Like,
No, I think I would hope that to maintain a career, I would hope that you'd be like a good person, right? Or you'd be
Yeah.
canceled.
yeah.
But, that's secret hope. I think it's true though.
Yeah.
I think, and I mean, everyone worked with here that, has some affiliation in that sense. I feel like all those folks are really nice too. So I agree. I concur. Okay. So how would you describe your drummer personality?
Oh boy, drummer personality. A kangaroo.
Why is that?
I have no idea.
Oh, that's what you know what? We're going with that.
Drummer personality.
Do you play with your feet?
Maybe.
I was like, that's what I imagine when you say kangaroo.
Yeah.
Because they have a little pouch like for your drumsticks?
Yeah, okay. We'll go with that. Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't have an answer.
No, it's great. I like it. What's your philosophy on groove, timing, and presence behind the kit?
It's everything. Well, the more I love drums and the more I study it and the more I try to improve it, I always go back to the fundamentals. So that's what you said. Groove, timing, that's it. That's what makes the song sound good from a drummer perspective, in terms of, whatever creativity or however I want to go off, I always try to keep that in mind. Keep the groove, the timing, the pulse, the feel of the song. And then what you said, presence, there's a visual presence, but also a sonic presence of what you bring to the table drumming wise, what you play, how you play it. Visually, also, there's a presence there. And I've always been aware of that I could work hard and be the best drummer I can be, which I try. But then when people go to see a show, they go to see a show. It's like your eyes tell you what to think about what you're hearing. So that I've always been aware of what a band looks like and how, when I'm playing, what I look like. I would practice that to a mirror or videotape myself and see this is what the audience would see if I was playing in front of them now. And so, it's like my posture or stupid look on my face when I'm playing.
No, I love those quirks though. That's so fun. I look for those things. I love when people have like, that guitar stank face or like that, intensity. I don't know, like if there's a parallel with drumming, but like just like I love when they're like you're so invested and it's like almost like you're dissociating. You're like a whole other persona. It's so fun to
yeah, exactly.
But, okay, are you more of a perfectionist, a field player, or hybrid of both?
I'm a hybrid of both because I guess when I think back, it started as a field player, but I've always wanted to be the best I can be. So I'm constantly studying so that I'm trying to perfect what I'm doing. I'm trying to get in the weeds. And especially as a teacher, I want to know what it is that I'm teaching to be able to teach it. So there is a sense of trying to perfect it, but I never want to lose the feel, and those aren't mutually exclusive. You can perfect something and still have a good feel. So I guess it's balancing both.
Yeah. Everything is balance. Okay. So every drummer has a signature move or trademark. What's yours? A specific fill, a way you approach dynamics, a mindset you bring to every song?
The stupid look on my face when I play.
No way. I don't buy that for a second.
Because for me, as a kid, I've always wanted to be in a band and find that signature style, both for myself and the band that I was in. Like there's bands that have their own signature style, and you can tell that it's them. And that's kind of what I've always dreamed of doing. Then I moved to LA and I got into the drummer for hire circuit, doing recording sessions and playing for people where I'm not necessarily in the band. I've just been hired. And so, so then my job is to make someone else's vision come alive, not necessarily mine. And I love that because I got to learn, like they're asking me to play something that I normally wouldn't play, but then I see what they were thinking and I've learned something,
Yeah.
It's different than what I would have played, so that it's expanded my thinking, my palette.
Yeah.
And, in that sense, I've always tried, again, balance the two in that, if that's the world that I live in, then I'm trying to get into someone else's headspace and give them what they want. But then every time there's always been my thinking like, okay, that's fine, but I would play it this way.
Mm.
So I've always tried to retain the way that I would play it. But I guess the answer would be up to somebody watching me play. It's up to them to say,
Yeah.
what my signature is.
No, I mean, I think though you can, you have every right to say what it is too. I think, I like what you said, you're very adaptable. You're like almost chameleon. Like when you said you have to kind of, as a harika, like you have to like assimilate to what they're doing. So I think that can also, that's like that's a great strength. I don't think everyone can just play every genre,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I definitely have my limitations, but I work on it.
No, we all do, and that's what makes you unlimited.
Okay.
So, okay. I was going to say, speaking of genres, what is your favorite genre to teach versus your favorite genre to play? Are they different? Do they overlap? And is there a style students are always surprised you love?
Surprised that I love?
Yeah.
I've always liked a lot of different styles of music, and so I've studied it just because I like it. But then as a musician, I've always wanted to learn more. So I've submersed myself in different styles of music, and there's definitely styles that I feel that I'm better at than others.
Yeah.
I guess I would consider myself primarily a rock metal drummer. I love funk and blues, and then just going down the rabbit trail and studying different stuff like jazz and Afro-Cuban music.
Cool.
But and I guess most of my students, most of them are want to learn rock stuff to whatever's popular, but I have some older students that like older music, jazz, blues stuff, which is what I like too. So
yeah,
it works.
Oh, yeah, quite the amalgamation. I love it. I got a little bit of everything. Okay, what's your approach to mentoring younger musicians? How do you build their confidence while still pushing them?
Well, it starts with getting to know them. Lesson by lesson, you get to know a little bit about them, and kind of like the questions you've asked me, what sparks their interest and why do they want to do this? And then guiding them in that direction, just much like somebody did for me, my teachers, just guiding me towards becoming the drummer they want to be.
Yeah.
And because I feel like, because I'm still doing it, that I still remember what it was like, and I can guide them not only in how to play the instrument, but what to do with it, in terms of getting into a band and dealing with people and, playing around here and stuff like that. So it's just, there's more to it than just teaching people how to hit a drum.
Yeah, you are their mentor. I love that. What do you think makes a great student?
Money. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. No. Primarily, it's just the love of wanting to learn this thing. It starts with that. It doesn't, because for me, that's where it started. Just the love of, I want to do this. And as a kid, I didn't know how do I do this? I don't know, but I know that I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And so in taking lessons and listening to my teachers and just wanting to do it. So, it doesn't have to be perfect, but if you love it and want to do it, you're going to do it.
Yeah.
And so that's a great student that I see, that they're actually doing it, that they want to do this, that they love it. And we work together.
Yeah, you don't want to teach someone who doesn't want to be there. Of course not.
And that's a challenge in and of itself too. Is like, how do I get this person to have some fun and eventually love it?
That's awesome. I'm sure you turned some people, converted them, because you're infectious. Have you had a favorite teaching moment?
There's a lot of them. I would say I love what I do. I feel fortunate to come and teach and Anytime somebody gets it, and going back to somebody who wants to do this and loves it, and when I see their progress, but when they see their progress, when the light bulb goes off and they see, okay, I couldn't play this 6 months ago, and now I got it. I got the song. Those are the great times where you feel proud and because I remember what that felt like for me. I remember what it still feels like for me when I get something.
Yeah, no, that's so cool to see. You know what? Now that you say it, I'm like, that has to be the most rewarding feeling, just like to experience that. Yeah, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have must-do drills or warm-up?
I love all the tried and true books, and I go through them. But the thing is, I would adapt it to each student individually. And even learning any instrument, there's the fundamentals that everyone needs to learn and practice to get better. And if I have a student who just loves it and is convinced that, okay, I need to do it, so they just do it, and that's awesome. But then not everybody wants to get in the weeds and learn everything about this instrument, and is going to practice a lot. So to like I was saying before, to the student that just wants to have some fun, it's my job to help them have some fun while I sneak in the fundamentals, at their pace. And a lot of times it's showing them what these drills can do for them.
Yeah.
Because if it's just a drill, then it's not going to seem fun at all. But if I can show them this is what the drill is going to enable you to do, and if I can link it to something that they like music or the band that they love or their favorite drummer, and I can show them, okay, see how your favorite drummer does this? Well, this is what they practice to be able to do that. So that I sneak it in that way. So the point being is that it's not the same for everybody. That everybody does this the same way.
And that you're very sneaky. That was my takeaway.
Exactly.
I love that. Okay. Any non-music habits that help your playing? Like fitness, meditation, etc.
Yes, there are some. I just have to think of them. Definitely working towards time management. The older I get, the less time I have to devote to this. And again, I feel fortunate that I'm plenty busy doing this teaching, playing, recording, and but I have to manage my time, or else the day will get away from me. So that whenever I'm trying to work on something, I've always just tried to read a book on it, or take a course, so that time management has definitely helped. I think there is an aspect to, I don't know, but living life, meaning you could sit and practice all day and become a wonderful musician, but the music is informed by the life you live, So if you go out and live life, which I need to force myself to do a little more, but your experiences, so the non-musical stuff and what you're passionate about in life can relate to how you play in music.
I love it so much.
I'm just making this stuff up as I go.
You're not, because I think that's true for most art forms. I think actually they said similar things to me in acting school, like, if you want to be a good actor, you have to live, because your life colors and imbues your work. And same thing with your writing. Like, you're gonna have very boring, bland writing if you have no experiences to draw from. It's like any good artist has a very well lived life. And I think that was very well said.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I love that. What gear are you currently loving? Favorite kit, cymbals, underrated piece of hardware you think every drummer should own?
Part of what I love about playing drums is all the stuff you get to hit. And over the many years and decades, I've collected a bunch of stuff. I'm not a collector. I just have what I feel that I need, so that I've got kits at my studio, I've got kits in storage, and so I'm constantly swapping things out to try different things.
Yeah.
Especially for when I'm in a certain style of music mood, let's play some jazz. And so grab the stuff that's tuned for jazz and cymbals that are for jazz. And so there's a lot. I play Tama drums, and so I love Tama drums. I've just got an array of cymbals. I take some cracked cymbals and put them together and see what sounds you can get.
Yeah.
So I guess that's fun, yeah.
Oh, that's almost, there's like a Japanese art form where if a pot breaks and you put it back together but with like gold paint, and it's like more beautiful than it was before because it's broken. But it's like, I don't know. I've never heard of someone playing with cracked cymbals. That's cool. I love it. I want to hear it now.
It probably started for when I was first starting and I couldn't afford cymbals, and I cracked one, so I kept playing.
Okay, so what advice would you give to any student who wants to be a drummer like you? What do you wish someone told you when you got started? And how do you keep your passion intact during tough phases?
Okay. Well, I don't know that anyone needed to tell me this, but the advice would be to just enjoy this journey, because with anything you want to learn, I think humans are creatures of habit. First, this is fun, but then when you do something consistently over and over, there can be the tendency to make it feel common. So that that along with that, of course, frustration, it's not always easy. You're practicing something and you get frustrated. So that if you learn to enjoy this journey, and part of that is to keep track of your progress so that you can think back and go, I remember when I couldn't play this and now I can. And I remember there was a time where all I wanted to do was be able to play this song and now I can. That keeps you motivated to keep going when things get frustrated. And that would be the biggest advice that I maybe want to share. What was the second question?
No, I think you answered it. Just how do you keep your passion intact? Yeah, I mean, I think you answered it. Just enjoying the journey. I love that. Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, lightning round to end things. So, double kick or single?
Both. No, I have a double kick. I do play double kick, but there are plenty of times when, if the music calls for it, I just bring a single.
Okay. Favorite Italian comfort food?
Bread. Pasta. Bread and pasta. Yeah.
Do you have a specific type of pasta or any?
I like pasta.
Okay.
And bread.
Okay. All right. Most underrated drummer of all time.
Oh, wow. Okay. I should have prepared.
No, it's okay.
Most underrated.
Stefano.
No, that's because I can think of some. In this day and age, there's drummers that get a lot of flack. There are people that also recognize their talents. That's what I see. So that I don't know. I guess when I hear stuff like that, I don't really take too much stock or really listen to what other people think of specific drummers. But I mean, I can think of some drummers where everybody says this guy sucks or this person's not good, but then they are talented. I don't think that, and so it's everyone has a right to their own opinion.
Yeah, of course.
That's as far as I take it. Then I go practice.
No, of course. Hey, that's the right mentality. It's just keep your nose to the grindstone. No drama with you. Do you ever have a dream festival artist or gig? Like to work with or collaborate with?
No, that's a good question. No. I clearly remember it was 2008 when I decided that I'm officially old. No, I decided I was doing tours. I was doing like a couple of tours with different artists, and I just thought back. I don't think that that's the way I want to live my life.
Yeah.
I mean, I love music and this is all I've ever wanted to do, but I was finding like I get hired to do a tour and then all the work at home dries up and then I'd get back and kind of rebuild it. And then I'd get another tour. And just at some point I felt like I'm just kind of spinning my wheels. Let's focus. And, I remember thinking I don't love to tour. I remember thinking like a vacation. This is like a fun vacation, but at some point I'm ready to go home.
Yeah.
And all my friends would live for that. And I just remember thinking, no, that's not me. My friends love to live the life on the road, and I want to go home.
I'm like that too. I get that. I'm a creature of habit.
Yeah.
It's exciting to travel, but it's like, I miss my dad.
I'm
a princess.
so to that end, I decided, okay, I'm just going to stop touring or I'm going to stay at home. And that's what allowed me to really work up teaching and start teaching a lot, as well as doing a recording session and still playing locally. So that mindset, it was just, I don't know, I guess it just closed me off to, like big artists that might want me, which, it's a dream, but I don't think I would do it.
This is your dream.
Yeah, that's it.
That's beautiful. I don't know. I think that's an underrated answer. I think because everyone is so, and as they should be. Everyone, like, we all have lofty dreams, but like, I love how grounded that is and how real and it's just honest. It's like, this is it. Like, like kind of, there's nothing. I don't want to be like a gypsy on the move all the time. I want to stay grounded and stay stationed but like still have a very full life of art. So like, I think that's possible and you've shown that. And thank you for taking the time.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.
Thanks for listening. Visit drumlessonsinla.com for online and in-person drum coaching. Till next time.